So, in continuation with this issue of 12 meridian, because we must talk about this 12 meridian completely. If you look at it last one, we spoke on what? On large intestine, on what? On lungs. Talk about the what? The spleen, and at the same time the stomach. Talk about the small intestine and what? And heart. Now, the next one is when you want to treat someone that get problem of kidney, you must treat bladder with it. Because bladder is yang, kidney is what? Is yin. So, and in Chinese system, you must balance the equation. So anybody that want to say, I want to treat in holistic way, there's need for you to follow the system. It's the yin and yang balance. You strengthen the internal organ, you cure. So that means if the person can work on what? On this person system like that, you'll be able to balance it up. That is the kidney issue, goes with bladder. When you're able to work on the bladder, because sometimes when the bladder is expanding, it's increasing, it's hyperplasia. When the bladder is like that, it will be resting on the urethra, disturb that part, and at the same time, the passage of this urine that's supposed to pass through the urethra will not be able to pass as it's supposed to do. It will be descending bacteria back to the what? Back to the kidney. So that's why you see, when you want to treat the kidney, you must treat the what? The bladder as well. So the next one is what? Is the issue of triple burner. There's something we call pericardium. We have triple burner. Triple burner is yang. Pericardium is what? Is yin. So if you are to treat the what? The triple burner, you must treat pericardium with it. We have another one we call liver. Anybody want to treat liver now? You must treat liver and what? And gallbladder. So when the gallbladder is okay, liver will be okay. Because as the food is coming, it's coming through the stomach, from there to the gallbladder to the what? To the liver for metabolism process, before it will be suitable for self to consume. So in that area, if the gallbladder is too dirty and the work is too low, the load is too much, it will be affecting the liver. So definitely you need to look at the situation of the what? Of the gallbladder, and make sure you solve the problem on the gallbladder and able to take care of the what? The problem on the liver. Person have problem on the liver, you are just working on the liver without consider the gallbladder, you cannot cure the person. That's why you see some people, they have bile problem, and they have problem of what? Of pancreas issue. When someone is having diabetes now, if you don't treat the bile from the gallbladder, you don't treat the bile, you cannot cure diabetes of that person. So it's not by working on the pancreas, but you need to work on the what? On the bile. When you work on the bile from the liver, from the gallbladder, you're able to cure that person that get diabetes as well. Because if you just focus on the bile, on that one alone, so the root is from the bile. Because once the secretion is not balanced, you see the person insulin, the glucagon, they will not be able to work well in the pancreas. So what I'm trying to say in the sense that if you want to be able to cure person that even get diabetes, you must work on the bile of that person in the gallbladder. So gallbladder must be taken care of with liver. And when you want to get proper metabolism,